I'm in the background. Hello. So I'm in the background just for help. Adi, the stage is totally yours. Enjoy, everyone. And that's it. Bye.
Thank you. So I will be admitting people as we go along. So first of all, thank you for coming on and taking this time to connect and to be together. If I can just get, okay. So before, I talk about the session and I talk about, I'll give a little intro about myself. I want to start off with a story. And this story starts 6 years ago. And it was around this time of the year, we're jumping ahead. The weather was a bit more chilly. It was a cold day, and I was in my Theta Healing practitioner practitioner course, sorry. And it was during the meditation, the first meditation of the second day. We were all sitting in the room, the candles were lit, everyone was already in a learning atmosphere. And the instruction was just to bring yourself into the theta state of mind and to wait for further instructions. And as soon as I sat down and I made myself comfortable and I closed my eyes, I felt myself shot like out of a rocket, like a missile, going all the way up. And in theta healing, this is part of the process. You go up, and I found myself all by myself, surrounded with something that could not otherwise be explained as just coming home. The sense and the feeling of when you come home and you're being welcomed into a warm, cozy embrace, and just I melted into that energy. And I was at absolute peace and joy. And I still get emotional when I think about it to this day because my cells remember it, and I remember the feeling of just melting into this embrace of, maybe I could call it a motherly embrace. And if for some reason, you need to feel this motherly embrace, or you haven't felt, a motherly love, this is an exercise that's amazing. Talk to me after the session. But getting back to the story, once I was there, it lasted for only, I don't know, maybe a few seconds, but I felt so full of peace, so full of joy. And I just wanted to stay in that place. But then these instructions came and we moved along. And ever since then, I was trying to get back to that place the whole day. And the whole day I couldn't. I was trying to reach that place of joy, of peace, and I couldn't get there. Can you imagine how frustrated I was? So we'll go back to the story, but let's connect it to the session today. So as you know, the session is called Want More Joy? Break the Pattern. And today we'll be playing with our coaching game, and you don't need to have it with you. We will be using specially picked cards, so you could just sit and relax, just have something to write with and to write on. And I forgot to introduce myself, so I'm Adi. I've been using points of view tools for, my daughter is 15, so I would say 14 years now. They've been a part of our family. I am an expert, and I guide women throughout their life, and I will just leave it at that. So, ooh, okay, I guess that was it. Let me just quickly reshare for some reason. The slide decided to go on its own pace. So I apologize for that. Oh, okay. Bear with me a minute, please. This is an interesting one. Gotta love technology. Gotta love it. Okay, let's hope it doesn't happen again. And here we go. Are you able to see my screen with the presentation? No,
Yes.
it's not in. Yes, okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so as we said, we will be using our coaching game today, and you don't have to have it with you. We will just be displaying the cards on the screen. And today is a personal journey, so feel free to just, write whatever insight comes, whatever thought comes to you, and just be open to whatever comes up, okay? And I just want to remind us that these tribe talks are an opportunity to share our knowledge with each other, and they're open for everyone. So if you have an idea and you would like to do a session, go ahead and contact Mayan. And I can tell you myself that I benefit from these sessions and I love it. And I love coming on here and connecting with everyone and hearing where everyone is and what they have to share and what they do. So, one of the questions that we ask is why are we here? So we're here to be inspired and to inspire. And by inspiring others, we get to be inspired. And this is, I don't know what's going on with the presentation today. It's playing games on me. Okay, so I guess we'll move on. Just take a look at this photo. And it reminds me of a story that, a short little story about a beautiful mama lioness. And she's with her young cub, and they're laying on the grassland. And the lion cub asks the mother, "Mom, where is happiness?" And the mother says, "Happiness is on your tail." So the young cub starts chasing his tail, as you can imagine, but couldn't reach it. So the lioness smiled and said, "Silly boy, happiness is not a tail like that. As long as you march forward, as long as you march forward with your head up, happiness will always follow you." So we're talking about joy today, and we're talking about finding joy, and we're talking about feeling joy. And as I started off with my story, I was trying to chase that feeling, grab hold of that amazing experience that I had, but it kept getting away from me. So we already know that chasing joy doesn't really work, does it? It's actually when we, let's say, wake up with the thought, okay, today I'm going to be more joyful. Today, I'm going to bring more joy into my day. It actually makes us, it sets us up for disappointment and even depression sometimes. So what do we do? Well, it shows that when we set out to achieve a goal that has nothing to do with joy, but it helps us get closer to who we want to become, joy seems to follow. So if you can imagine, joy is on the bottom of a triangle, and we are at the top of a triangle. There's many lines that can be drawn to that joy. And those lines are actually the challenges, or the goals that we set to achieve. Okay? It has nothing to do with joy itself. And we also know that when we set meaningful goals, it doesn't really matter if we achieve them, if we attain the goals, or if we fail. Why do you think that is? I would love to hear in the chats. If you can share in the chat, and let's think about that. You can also open your mic if you don't want to use the chat. It's fine. Why do you think that when we set a goal that is meaningful for us, it doesn't really matter if we succeed at it and achieve it or fail at it? Any thoughts?
Well, I think because we enjoyed the journey.
Okay. Enjoy the journey. Great. Thank you, Kike. Anyone else?
I think it will be conditioned about the level of attachment to the results. If we have attachment to the result, probably if you fail, you don't have the same joy as succeed. So, but if you are detached, if you are detached and you are focused on the intention of the in the meaning of the goal, then yes, it could be. It doesn't matter if you reach the goal or not. But if you have an attachment to the goal and you fail, probably you don't have joy.
Okay. So, and what you're introducing here is a condition.
Yeah.
If I understand correctly. So there's a condition. If I'm attached to the outcome of the goal, then I may not experience joy in the path.
Yes, because for me, joy is not linked to the goals. Because I can experiment joy with no reason.
Okay. So it has nothing to do with the outcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
As you are describing, I'm assuming, or I'm linked achievement with motivation with joy as a consequence of motivation and succeed, but not necessarily is that, at least for me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing. So let me ask you, why are you here today? Why are you choosing to spend this time together and to explore this? What is it that you need? And soon we're going to break into our pause. And our pause today is about 4.5 minutes. So I invite you to find a comfortable position and just take a breath and slow down the momentum of our day to, up until now. Remove any distractions. Simply focus on your breathing. Allow the music to enter through your ears. Check in with your body, with your mind and your soul. And just, you don't have to do anything while we're pausing. Just be. And then I hope you enjoy the pose that I picked for us today. So I'll see you soon. Back slowly, softly. And welcome back. Let's continue. So, as we said, today we're going to play with our coaching game, and we have picked out the cards that we will be playing with a reason, with an intention. And I want to talk for a second about breaking patterns. Okay. So every one of us knows that a pattern is something that we repeatedly do. And there's a lovely gatekeeper called our mind that wants to keep us on that track, the track that we know, the track that they know, the mind knows, and doesn't want us to break any patterns, because breaking patterns is the unknown. It's scary. It's different. And what I invite us to do is to have right now a conversation with our gatekeeper and just say, hey, listen, we're not changing anything. We're just trying it out. Okay? We're just going to try it out. Try and ask some questions. Easy enough? Ready to play? Great. So what I would like for us to do now is choose a card. The card is facing down. So just find a card on the screen and I will share the card that goes with it soon. Everyone has their card. Ready? Here we go. So here are our cards. You're welcome to take a screenshot of your card just so you can zoom in, look at it closely. And let's just look at the card and expand. So I want you to have your pen and paper next to you. So whatever comes up, you can jot down. And let's just observe the photo and see what is the first thing that we saw in the card, the first thing that caught our eye. What colors are in our photo? What is something that if we could change that one thing in the photo, make it a little bit better for us to look at? What would improve the photo for us? Maybe it's an angle. Try to imagine what will happen or what will we see when we shift the angle of which the photo was taken. And now I want you to imagine yourself in that photo. Who would you be? What would you be while this photo is taken? You who took the photo? Or could it be someone else taking the photo? And if it's someone else, who are they? Why did they choose this photo? This moment? What is it that they saw? And we're going to go from the sight to the sound. What can we hear while this photo is being taken? What is the background noise or voices? Does it remind us of something we've heard in the past, or is it completely new? Now let's try and use our nose to see what is the smell that we can imagine around this picture, around this photo. And now I would like to ask to answer this question through the card. What do I have that makes me happy? What do I have that makes me happy? And let's take 2 more minutes to answer this question through the card, through our observation. I've just observed the photo and I saw the surrounding. I saw what was going on around, who was there. I was there. Who was I? What I could hear, what I could smell. What do I have already right now that makes me happy? Okay, let's continue. So we're going to choose another card. So I would like to ask you to pick a card. And I'm going to reveal the cards right now. And this is our second card. And I invite you to take a picture of this card as well. So you can zoom in if you need to. And let's observe the photo. What was your immediate emotion when you saw your card? What did you feel? What did it make you feel? Did it bring up an emotion? What was it? I want you also to look at the word. How does it make you feel? What other words are related to this word? Right, as many as you can, as many as you can come up with, that you can put in the same bag, the same sack with this word. What would they be? And now if you look at the card, at the photo with the word combined, and I ask you to close your eyes and take a breath, where would you be connected if you're connected to the word and the photo? Where would it be in your body? Which area is connected to those feelings, emotions? It could be in the past, it could be in the present. But perhaps there's a situation that is reminded. And through this card, I would like for us to answer the next question. What have I experienced that makes me happy? And we're going to take 2 minutes to answer this question. What have I experienced that makes me happy through the photo and the word? What have I experienced in the past that makes me happy? And now, before I move on to the next slide, I want you to choose one of the two cards that you already picked. And this will be our third card. So let's try to clean slate it and look at it from a fresh point of view. And you can even, if you took a screenshot, you can even change the way you look at it, or you can change how you're sitting. So for example, if you're sitting at the edge of your seat, relax, take your shoulders back. Or, you know, if you were sitting with your legs straight, try to cross them. Do something in your body to change, and then look at the card from a fresh eyes. And while we're looking at this card, this photo, I want us to imagine the split second that the photo was taken, but not what's going on in the photo itself. What's going on around? Let's create a world around the photo. What's going on there? What's happening? If we zoom out, imagine as if it's happening right now. Are there people around? Who are they? What are they doing? Are there sounds that we can hear? Voices? What other colors come in to the photo when we zoom out? How does it make us feel to see what we're seeing when we look past the photo? And now I want us to go back to the photo and the word. And let's think about something that we weren't aware of before. Let's try to find that thing that we haven't seen before, that we're looking at it right now and saying to ourselves, wow, I missed that. You hear my dog in the background. Sorry about that. That's being in the present. So something that we missed. It could be in the photo. It could be in the word. And now I'm ready to reveal our third and last question. What makes me happy through this card that we've just observed? I'll repeat the question. What makes me happy right now? As you can see, I took down the presentation because I want to see you. And this is your time to share. If you would like to share about what you just experienced and what is something that came up for you, you're welcome to share. How was it for you? How did you feel about the cards? You can share about that.
In my case, it was funny because last time I was in a meeting like this was in August, and the card is the same.
Ah,
So I said, well,
interesting.
and again, the card is number 40, which is death. So it's meaningful for me. It's meaningful for me. So. And
So the first card was the one with the balloons? Was it the first card?
The first card was death. Yeah.
Okay.
The two balloons are around a tree. Yeah. So.
So what? How do you? What is it that you have that makes you happy?
Well, it's a reminder. It's a very good reminder that death is some kind of end, but at the same time, it's an opportunity for new things. And also having an end, it means that probably I have had experiences, memories to use in my life. So, so in both sides, going forward is new beginnings, but going backward is experiencing memories, experiences, the feeling of the place. So that's interesting. I mean, very useful for me.
And what was the second card?
The second card was guilt.
And how does it connect to what you have experienced that makes you happy?
Again, it's a good reminder because
did you observe are you calling it guilt so just so we can all understand which card you're talking to, or is that something that you
guilt was the card is this rose card is someone covered with something, and well, first impression was I didn't recognize the card, so I said, oh, this is new for me. And then you ask if I have feeling, if I feel the word in some place in my. So again, it was a good reminder for me to be aware of my choice. To feel guilt, to feel guilty or not. I mean, I decided that, and that pointed out to forgiveness and detachment and acceptance and what we were talking at the beginning. So yeah, it was interesting as well. It was weird.
So you put in the bag words to replace the word guilt?
No, but it's acceptance.
Okay.
And forgiveness, probably because the tool to acceptance is forgiveness. So it's one tool. So once you release the judgments. So it's been interesting for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to
Go
share.
ahead. Yes, please.
What do I have that makes me happy?
Mhm.
Experience of life. Okay.
Just a minute.
Experience that makes me happy, the integration to new things and new person to my life, to connect new person, new things. And what makes me happy? Experience to feel and change.
Experience to feel.
To change my life, to change me and others. The change.
So change makes you happy. An experience of connection makes you happy.
Yeah.
And can you repeat the first one you said?
Experience of life to new person, different countries, different things.
So
Yes.
is this something that you know about yourself, Ofra?
Yes.
This is something, it's not news to you. You weren't surprised that this is what came up. Okay. What was something that was challenging for you throughout the process to reach to this insight that you found?
There is, for example, joy and death. The photo I choose.
So there was some dissonance, if I understand. Okay, so death, yeah.
And I can see different the death here because I can see the color. The color is yellow and blue, and I can think, I can see this. It's lost, and I think the lost is a part of the life. And
so I don't understand, why was it challenging for you? Because it was colorful?
The integration, feeling integration, joy and the opposite.
Okay. So you place them in opposite to each other? So death and joy are one in front of, one against the other? Or they're on opposite sides, I should say?
Yes, to integration, the polarity.
Okay, okay, great. Wonderful,
And
thank you.
if I can do that, I'm joy.
Okay, so just thinking about the integration of polarities brings you joy. I see your face right now. You're already joyous just from saying it, and it hasn't necessarily happened. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so this is our time to collect our our insights and focus, really focus on what it is that we, just a second. I don't know why it's keeping me on this. Okay, we're good. So, you know, in the method, woo, this is our opportunity to collect the insight, collect whatever came up for us, whether it was, you know, the, just like Enrique, you shared with us, looking at and seeing, you know, the path and the reminding and seeing that card again, also being faced with the card that you haven't seen for a long time. And for Ofra, it was, you know, an integration of polarities that just excites and brings joy. So what is it? What can I use to discover it in my life? What can I take from whatever we've just shared, the process? What do I take from it? What is something that will help me break a pattern, my pattern? What is that something? And don't think too hard on it. It's gonna.
We have already said, for me, the word is perspective.
Perspective. Wonderful. Thank you. So you can use it in a sentence, as a word. Everything is
If I
great.
choose a different perspective, I can create joy in myself.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else wants to echo their word?
Yeah. In my case, breaking the habit, doing something different out of the ordinary, allowing opportunities to come our way so that we are able to break the pattern, and you feel free, do things that you've never done.
Chloe, can you say, I feel free when I break the habits?
Yes, I feel free when I break the habit. Yes.
Woohoo! I feel it.
Yes, yes. It's funny because that's the word I got, habits. And
good one.
So, and the word death. So death to habits, death to routine, freedom to explore more options and opportunities out in the world.
Wow, I feel you. I feel the energy. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for Kike writing in the chat, and for Ofra. I just want to share a short video with you before we sign off. So.
Sometimes it's easy to feel like the world's getting harder. But if we look closer, on the news, on the web, on the street, we're anything but unkind. Every day, we hear new stories of people trying to make the world a better place. And together, we can make the world that little bit kinder for all of us. It all starts with just one person, you. The thing about kindness is that it's just about the only thing in the world that doubles when you share it. And it's a fact, backed by science. Studies have shown that if you perform just one random act of kindness a day, you'll not only reduce your stress, anxiety, and depression, but your body is flooded with the same hormones that make you and the person you've helped calmer, healthier, and happier. Serotonin, which heals your wounds, helps you relax and makes you feel good. Endorphins, which reduce pain. And oxytocin, which reduces blood pressure and makes you feel more loving and loved. You'll both be more energized, feel less aches and pains, more confident, and could even live longer. And if other people see you helping someone else, they'll be filled with those same feel-good hormones, meaning they're significantly more likely to pay it forward. Like taking that extra moment to hold the elevator for someone, spotting a for a stranger who's just a few cents short, giving your neighbor a hand with their groceries, even just smiling and meaning it. It doesn't take much, but it can make a huge difference for everyone. Those people you've helped will help other people, and those other people will help even more people. And those random acts of kindness can start a chain reaction that can spread across an entire community, a city, a country, and with enough of us, the world. Now, isn't that the world we all want? And it all starts with one.
Okay, so for our doing parts, I invite you to share, to think about what can you bring from your inside of perspective, of connection, of acceptance, and breaking the habits and everything that we've shared here. How can you bring it into the world? And my gift to all of us here is I made, I don't know if you're familiar with the Christmas Advent calendar. Are you familiar with that? So I created for us, and I will be sharing it on the tribe, 30-day of kindness. And you have all sorts of ideas of how you can be, just a little kind throughout the day. And so I want to thank you so much for being with me and for sharing this process, which I loved creating. And I wish you a great rest of the day. And you're welcome to unmute and say goodbye and thank you. And I hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Adi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Paalam
Thank
from
you
the
so much.
Philippines. Bye. Salamat.
Salamat. Thank you.